All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Got a little bit of a late start today. Had a little some technical difficulties, but we are here now. Today, we're going to be talking about online marketing strategies for coaches and experts. So, if you are an expert in something, you've been doing something a long time, chances are you can monetize it and make a lot of money. And what if the only thing standing between you and a six-figure business is one simple strategy? Most coaches and experts struggle because they're stuck using outdated methods that just don't work anymore. And in this video, I'm going to reveal the proven strategies top earners use to dominate their niche and build empires of wealth and freedom, time freedom. So stick with me and you'll discover exactly how to position yourself as the go-to authority in your field and attract clients who are eager to pay premium prices for what you offer. Hi, everyone. I'm Heather Blaze, and I specialize in helping coaches, consultants, and experts just like you set up businesses that work for them. Okay, not the other way around. You don't want to be creating a job for yourself. And I see that a lot. A lot of people, because our society teaches us how to be workers. It teaches us, our television, our teachers, our friends, our parents, everybody is being programmed, right, to be a worker, to get good grades, go to school, get good grades, go get a job, work, 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 do. They've never been taught how to have a business, right? And there's a difference. There's systems, there's strategies. You need clients. Once you've got a business, you need clients. So how do you get them to find you, call you, and pay you? Well, we're never taught that in school. So how would you know? And what I see all the time, what people call me about every day, is they're exhausted, they're overwhelmed, they're confused. There's so much to it that they don't know where to start. And it's because, and then they end up creating a job for themselves because that's all they know. It's super normal, right? So over the years, I've helped countless entrepreneurs escape the time for money trap. It's a trap, the rat race, right? So implement systems and that really generate predictable results and build six-figure, seven-figure businesses that give them that freedom that they've always dreamed of. And I've been where you are. I've been stuck. I've been overwhelmed and unsure of, the next step, but I figured it out. And I teach people how to do it every day. And today I'm here to show you how to do the same. So here's what we're going to cover in today's video. The biggest mistake coaches and experts make when marketing themselves and how to avoid it. We're going to also cover the three-part strategy to attract high-ticket clients on autopilot. Okay, yes. And the secret to turning your expertise into a scalable system that really frees up your time and maximizes your impact. So stay until the end because I'm also going to share a bonus strategy that's helped my clients double their revenue in just 90 days. So let's start off with the biggest mistake that coaches make. The one thing that most coaches are holding most coaches back, the biggest mistake that they make when it comes to marketing is that most coaches rely on what I call the hope, pray, and guess strategy. Okay, the hope strategy. They post on social media, they cross their fingers, and they pray for clients to find them, or they send emails out to their network and hope that they find them, or they go to networking events or speaking events. And, it's like trying to fish in an ocean without bait. Okay, you're expanding energy without results. They say, "Oh, post everywhere, do all these things, TikTok dances, talk about who you are, all this stuff." No, 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 no. There's a strategy to it. The truth is, hope is not a strategy. What you need is a system that consistently attracts and converts clients, a predictable, proven process. Okay. One of my clients, Emma, was stuck in this cycle. She was spending hours creating content, but barely getting any engagement, let alone clients. She felt invisible in her market. It was as if she was throwing stuff up on the wall to see what sticks. Sound familiar? That's because most of us start here. But Emma didn't give up. She implemented the strategies that I'm about to share. And within 60 days, she booked 4 high ticket clients and had her first 20K month. Okay. Many coaches also fall into this trap of trying to serve everyone, anyone and everyone. They don't want to exclude anybody. But we don't have a big giant marketing budget like Coca-Cola or Pepsi, where we're just going to do this blanket marketing, right? When you speak to everyone, you basically speak to no one. So the lack of clarity, it dilutes your message and makes it really hard for potential clients to see the value that you bring, and how you can help them. How do you get results for them, right? So the key is to define a laser focused niche, right? A laser focused ideal avatar, ideal client, whatever you want to call it, that aligns with your expertise and who you are specifically, and that really resonates with your ideal audience. So I go really deep with this with my clients. We use my proprietary niche encoding system, I call it. And we go so deep into the psychology of who their ideal clients are that we uncover the exact words to use that resonate deeply with their ideal clients, that match with what they offer, to get them to take action to ultimately buy. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but I walk my clients through it. It's exercises, and we uncover all the stuff, so then their messaging just lands. It's amazing. But let's move on to the second thing. Okay, the 3-part strategy to attract high ticket clients. Okay. Now that we've uncovered what not to do, let's dive into what really works. So the 3-part strategy that will be the game changer for you is, first of all, okay, clarify your niche. We got to know who you're talking to, right? Again, it can't be broad. Like today I was talking to somebody, she was very specific on who she really ideally wants to help. She wanted women over 40, professional driven women over 40, who are empty nesters going through menopause. Very specific, right? Another client of mine, I use her a lot as an example. Peggy, she's a speech therapist. She helps teenagers fix their R's and who've had tongue tie surgery. So specific, right? But the clearer you can get on who you serve, the more we can get into their psychology. If you're just like, oh, I talk to women, women entrepreneurs, that's it. I talk to women entrepreneurs between the ages of 30 and 60 or something like that. It's not clear enough, right? It's too vague. So anyway, get really crystal clear on who you serve, and the specific problem that you also solve for them. So, because you need to effectively communicate the value of it, right? So your audience needs to feel like you understand them better than they understand themselves. And this involves digging really deep into their pain points, their goals, their aspirations, their desires, their everything. Like when I talk to people, or when people hear me talk, they're like, how did you know that I just said that to my husband last night? How did you know that I was just thinking that in the shower yesterday morning all by myself? How do you know that I said that to my best friend last week? Like I use specific words and sentences that they've actually said to other people. So it automatically makes them feel completely like I understand. If I can say those exact words, it's like she knows what I'm going through. She knows how to fix it, right? And then again, use tools like maybe surveys, interviews. I mean, these are some things. It's kind of like it's hard to like say exactly because I have my proprietary niche encoding system. But without that, surveys, interviews, social media polls, things like that can gain you some insights into their world. Probably not as deep as we go, but it'll give you a better indication, right? So your niche, right, isn't just about demographics. It's about psychographics. What keeps them awake at night? What dreams do they secretly wish they could achieve? Like they might not even be telling their friends this. They're just thinking it. And it's just like, how does she know? Right. But your messaging should really address these core emotions. So let's say you're targeting women entrepreneurs in their 30s who want to build online courses. Instead of saying, I help people build courses, you say, I help ambitious women turn their expertise into professional online courses so that they can work less and earn more, right? So this level of clarity makes your offer irresistible. And that leads me to the next thing, which is creating an irresistible offer. So don't sell services. You're selling transformation. There's so much information out there. People don't need more information. Okay. They need transformation. They need results. So instead of marketing yourself as a coach, Position your offer as the bridge between your client's pain and their ultimate outcome. Craft offers that focus on specific measurable results. So, for instance, instead of saying, I'll help you with your marketing, right? So vague. Say in 90 days, you'll have a fully automated system that brings in 5 high ticket clients a month. So specific, right? And then use testimonials and case studies to back up your claims. And if you don't have any testimonials, that's fine. Case studies are good too. Um, but you don't have to have testimonies. If your message is clear and resonates deeply enough, they're going to automatically assume that you're the go-to. So think of your offer as a GPS. Okay, your clients are lost. They're out there. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to navigate their way to success. Your program becomes the GPS that guides them turn by turn, ensuring that they reach their destination without any unnecessary detours, right? They can just follow it instead of like trying to figure it out. And then they got to turn around and then they got to go, a longer route and whatever, right? So again, another example is Sophia. So one of my clients created a program that promised to help her clients double their revenue within 6 months. Her clear promise and step-by-step framework made her offer a no-brainer. And and she could guarantee it because she got the results, right? So that helps it become even more irresistible, right? If they follow what you say and you get results, like I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people so far, right? So, and they've gotten results. So I know it works. I know it works. So I tell people if you don't get the results, you don't pay because I know, but they have to follow exactly what I say. If they follow what I say, they're going to get the results that I promise. So she was able to triple her income in less than a year with that as well. So no brainer. Next thing is automation, right? Automate your lead generation because, oh my gosh, I see so many people wasting so much time, so much energy. Again, back to that hoping, having that predictable process that you can call on to get the right high quality leads, finding you, calling you, and paying you. It's a system, right? It's and it can be automated. Most of it can all be automated. So you just take phone calls. That's it. They just land on your calendar and they're ready to go. They're like almost have their credit card in hand. They're so excited to and hope that they can work with you, right? That's how it should be. So you want to use tools and systems to attract leads while you sleep. Okay. Automation is like planting seeds in a garden. You set it all up. It's a lot of work to get set up, but once it's set up, that's it. You turn it on and do some little tweaks here and there, and then you get, your calendar fills up. It's like those seeds in the garden. You're planting it all. You're laying it out once all the systems, are set up. The systems just continue to produce results long after the initial work is done. So start by creating a lead magnet, right? I'm sure you've heard that before. Lead magnet. This is, I call it a valuable free offer because it needs to have value enough for them to trade their valuable information for it, right? So you want to give them value. Really for me, the value I give is clarity. Like they come into my valuable free offer and they were like, oh my gosh, like I have so much clarity now how it all works, right? So that's the value. And then what else? And then I offer like a free phone call too. So we can really dive deep to see, if it would even work for what they have to offer. Right. And then if it does, then maybe we work together. And if not, then I'll just point them in the direction of someone that they might know. Right. But you need some sort of valuable free offer that does the heavy lifting. It should really position you as a go-to, offer them value and like give them that clarity that they need and lead them into wherever you want them to go, whether it's onto a phone call, whether it's into maybe a Facebook group or, direct them, guide them where you want them to go next so that you can really help them, really go deep with them and get them the result that they're looking for. But anyway, the free resource, it really solves a specific problem for your ideal client. And this could just be like a downloadable guide, a free masterclass, a checklist. I'm not like you could do sort of like a checklist or something like that. But again, the checklist doesn't really do much to save you time. It can just get their information and then you could build that know, like, and trust factor over time through automated emails. Um, or sometimes people do like quizzes, things like that. I mean, it's okay, but again, like the valuable free offer that I help my clients put together, it's like it does all this heavy lifting, so it saves them so much time, and it gets their clients really feeling, or their prospects, their high quality leads really ready and prepped for a phone call. So anyway, again, use email marketing to really nurture those leads if you're giving something like that out, and then just to build that like know, like, and trust factor, and demonstrating your expertise over a time period, right? I mean, if it's done properly, you can really get somebody from stranger to paying client within 24 to 48 hours. Of course, 100% of people are not going to do that. Some, are going to be a little bit slower. They're going to be in different, spots. Some might just be so sick and tired and so like primed and ready. It's like, I need something. I need something. This seems like the perfect fit. Some people are like maybe not quite there yet. They're kind of just, doing some research, whatever. So getting them into your email list so that you can, build that over time is really important. Again, one of my clients, Maria, she created a free webinar that, using my formula, that walked her clients through the first steps of launching her own coaching business. And she used an email sequence to follow up with those attendees, offering them a chance to enroll into her premium program. So within 3 months, her automated system brought in over 50,000 in revenue. So that's how quickly, I mean, it takes time to get it set up. Typically 8 to 12 weeks when you've got all the, no guesswork. You just follow the steps and implement everything. Takes about 3 weeks, depending on where you are, how quickly you learn, how quickly you implement, what's happening in life. Everybody's a little bit different, but what I see with my clients is it typically takes them about 8 to 12 weeks when they're starting from scratch. They maybe have an idea of what they want to offer. They're an expert in something, but they have no package, like no offer, no anything, right? No list, no website, no nothing. It takes them about uh 8 to 12 weeks, like I said. So 2 to 3 months to set it all up. To make that kind of money. Like, yeah. Anyway, so let's move on to number 3, which is turning your expertise into a scalable system. So if you're like that, right? If you have an expertise, you've helped people maybe for free over the years, or maybe you've overcome something yourself. Like I have clients that have, overcome chronic fatigue, or have overcome Crohn's disease, not overcome it, but being able to manage it. I have a client right now who helps Latina moms, uh, with chronic fatigue and chronic pain and inflammation, and it's really impacting their lives. And she was there herself, right? She almost died. She was in the hospital because she was following what all her, she's Latina, and she just was doing what she knew, right? You don't learn health and nutrition in school, or in her community. It's like a lot of like heavier inflammatory type foods, and it just built up in her system, and it's happening a lot in her community she sees, right? She ended up in the hospital. She almost died. She got a coach. It helped her through to the other side. Now she's got so much time, so much energy. She's like quality time with her kids that she was missing out on. Like she's got it under control, and now she wants to help other people. So that makes her an expert, right? She's gone through it herself, and now she knows what to do, and now she can help others with her expertise from going through it herself, right? And she can save them a lot of time, a lot of money, and maybe even death. Like she's like literally saving people's lives by helping them, and educating them, and getting them healthy, and getting them to be able to have that quality time with their kids, right? Same scenario. So anyway, turning your expertise into a scalable system. This is like the final step, really, is like scaling your impact without burning out. That's key too, right? Because it's one thing to have a ton of money and monetizing your expertise. It's another thing to be able to have that time freedom, that flexibility that most people who start businesses are looking for. They want to get out of that 9 to 5 grind and they want to get into having their own business, but then they end up creating a job for themselves, which ends up burning them out. So let's talk about how to avoid that and how to set this up. So you can scale one-on-one work indefinitely. Or you can't scale, I should say. You can't scale it. I think I said can. You can't. You cannot. You cannot scale one-on-one work indefinitely. If you're doing one-on-one or you're thinking about doing one-on-one, there's a ceiling to it. To grow, to scale, you need to package your expertise into either programs or courses or memberships, something like that, right? But it needs to get them the results. Like it can't just be like, again, people think I'm going to bundle my value or I'm going to create a package and they like figure out how much time it takes them to do it. And then they base the price on that. It doesn't work like that. Okay. It's all based on the results. And again, I help my clients figure out the pricing, which is based on actual data that their ideal client would be eager to pay for that result. Okay. So there's a lot that goes into it. It takes about 3 weeks, but it's a formula, like a recipe. And I just walk them through it step by step. But anyway, this creates leverage, right? When you have programs, courses, memberships, and you can automate a lot of it, maybe not all of it, because everybody's different. Everybody's offer is different. Maybe you can't see how, but this is again something I work on with my clients. How do we take all this and how do we create a program that gets amazing results for their clients, but also saves a ton of time so that they don't get burnt out in the delivery and in the marketing and everything. So again, it creates leverage. It allows you to serve more people without burning out. And it's like building a lighthouse. So instead of running around lighting individual candles for people, you create one bright beacon that guides everyone to safety, right? Your scalable system that becomes that beacon, helping countless clients while freeing up your time. So start by documenting your process. Like what steps do you need to take to get your clients from current situation to desired results? Okay. And then turn these steps into a framework or a curriculum and use available platforms to host your content and make it accessible to your audience, right? So I have for my clients, I have high level. It's all built out for them, so they don't have to figure it out over months of time. We just connect their calendar, connect their phone number, or actually we create a GDRP approved phone number, templates to fill out and connect the domain and turn it on, like that easy. Otherwise they spend months and months and months trying to figure out, how do I create a landing page? How do I create an opt-in page? How do I connect it to the email? How do I create automated email workflows? How do I, where do I put my course? Where do I do this? Like it's all set up and ready to go. Right. But anyway, you got to have a place to host your content and make it accessible to your audience. So another thing is to offer group coaching and group coaching calls, right, for additional support. Some offers are more sensitive than others. Like some are dealing with a lot of trauma, or some are dealing with relationships type things that they might not be too eager to they want their privacy type of thing, which is understandable, which you could also have, as an option, right? But then having group stuff kind of makes them feel hope, and that they're not alone. They're not the only one, right? So maybe you could have like calls when it's more sensitive like that to, you know, not talk about such deep sensitive stuff, but just for that aspect alone, right? Where you can cover some more surface level stuff that they do need to go through on their own, and then just maybe have a few one-on-one sessions like at the beginning to really delve in, and then at the end maybe to check in and make sure that they got the result type of thing, with more sensitive information, if that makes sense, right? But offering these group coaching calls to really provide additional support without the need for one-on-one sessions really saves a lot of time. So for instance, my client Maria, she transitioned from one-on-one coaching to launch an online course. And within 6 months, her course had enrolled over 200 students. And of course, her revenue skyrocketed. And before she could only, well, I think she could only take on like I can't remember what it was, maybe 10 clients a month, but then she didn't have the systems for the marketing anyway. But she had that ceiling before, right? Now she can have as many in it, and it barely puts extra time into her schedule. So now I want to share that bonus strategy that I was talking about, that can really take your results to the next level. This strategy has transformed the businesses of many of my clients. Leverage testimonials and case studies, okay? If you've got them. If you don't have them, if you don't have testimonials, you can still get testimonials, maybe not about what you offer or are offering, but you can get testimonials on your character from friends and family and stuff like that. They can at least tell your character, like, I can always depend on her. She's super reliable. She always tells the truth. Like, whatever, right? Those are good testimonials too, even though they're not really about the results for the offer if you're just starting out. But it helps. It helps to have those, right? But you can also share case studies, whether, maybe someone else has offered a similar thing. You can see that the results that they've gotten through through the things, or even a case study of yourself. Like I was telling you about my client right now with the Latina mom, right? Like she shows pictures of herself in the hospital, on, hooked up to all the machines. I mean, that's like shocking, right? And then she tells her story. It's a case study. So even if it's not your case study, and of course you're not going to lie, you're not going to say, I helped them get this way, but you could describe, like, this is where that person was, and then this is where that person is today. And it doesn't have to be that way. This is where they were. It doesn't have to be that way. This is where they are, right? You see it all the time with all kinds of things. So anyway, social proof is one of the most powerful tools in marketing, but that's how you can get around it if you're just starting out. You still can have social proof. It just doesn't have to be about your specific offer that you're putting out. And then once you do build your offer and you do get clients, then always be having them share that. Ask them all the time, right? How's it going? What have you gotten so far? And document it throughout, so then you can share those things for social proof around what you're doing. Because when potential clients see others like them achieving amazing results with your help, right, it builds that trust and it reduces hesitations. So it's like if you think of like an Amazon, something on Amazon, right? It's like something that has 2 reviews versus 1,200 reviews. 2 reviews, 5 stars. 1,200 reviews, even 4.5 stars. You might go for that the majority. Again, you can still make sales without them. You don't need social proof. We all had to start somewhere, right? But when I first started, I asked friends and family for character reviews. So I have like, oh, she's always positive. She always shows up. I've been, friends with her forever. Like, that says something too. She's reliable. I can always trust on her. I can always count on her. Like, these are things that are good character qualities that you would want in from someone that's going to help you, right? Because I've heard horror stories too, where people sign on with coaches and then they just totally disappear, and go on to something else and leave them hanging. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. So anyway, that kind of gets you around that. Or if you do have them, share them. And if you don't have many, keep collecting them along the way so that you can share them. Like my client Olivia, she was skeptical at first, but decided to give my system a try. And within 3 months, she went from barely making ends meet to consistently earning 10K plus a month. And when she shared her story in a video testimonial, it brought in 5 new clients almost immediately. So it works like that, right? And then you just keep building them up, and then you can put them on sales pages, put them inside your valuable free offers, put them in homework videos, thank you pages, things like that. You can use them everywhere in your social media. They really go a long way. So now that you have these strategies, it's time to take the next step. So if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels, start building a solid business that works for you. Okay. So you work on your business, not in your business. Then I want you to hit that subscribe button now and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And if you're serious about scaling your business, really sign up for my free masterclass where I dive even deeper into these strategies. I'll put the link here in the description. It can only hold so many spots, so spots are limited. So grab yours today. The link is in the description below, like I said. And remember, success doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice. Take action. Action is it, right? Today I was doing I do momentum calls with my all my students, whether they're currently in the program or graduated from the program. And that's what we talked about today. I did something today on how to set up your AI, or how to use AI to crush your goals, basically. So putting it all together so that basically all you have to do is wake up and take action and you'll hit your goals. Really amazing. I might do that as a Facebook Live as well. It's pretty cool. But anyway, take action. Take action. That's it. And you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. It's all about baby steps, right? Habits, routines, so that you can hit your goals, but just, take the guesswork out of it and just take action. So again, stay tuned for my next video too, where I'm going to share the steps to time and financial freedom for coaches. And you can click that right here. We will see you on the next video. Take care, everyone.